Happy Friday, YouTube crew. I want to quickly make an introduction to the video you guys are about to see. It was a great Friday, one and done trade, high probability setup. You guys are going to see the heat map in action. I show you both the chart, my thinkorswim chart, and also the heat map. You guys are going to love this trade. This is something you don't want to miss, guys. It was really, our multiple in this trade was about 2.6. You see, it was $150 per account. We caught that on all 5 accounts right here. It sucks I didn't catch it on my Apex accounts, my 10 Apex fundeds, but that's all right. We'll get those next time. And then, guys, a cool thing I wanted to mention was when this trade was going on, my entry was down here. Of course, you guys already know I trade supply and demand with a little twist of ICT, which helps for my entries, along with watching the heat map for order flow and volume. So my entry was actually down here on my 350 demand. But pay close attention, guys. You guys are going to see the entire live trading session. But I'm going to, cut it up and get to the good parts. But what's really cool is I actually entered this trade, guys, before we got full displacement. So I actually entered, guys, right after this sweep because I saw this 21,350 demand level. We had swept it pretty strong. Once we recovered it, these buyers quickly stepped in and they just kept supporting this. So I got in really early, which was great. Risk was pretty tight as well. We ended up fully displacing, and really the last step was just to hit the fair value gap and continue seeing the strength. But I actually got in before the fair value gap part. Before the fair value gap. And so it's really cool. Usually, guys, I wait for my full displacement, then the retracement into the fair value gap. But sometimes, guys, when the heat map is screaming an entry and it's showing you the buyers are right then and there supporting price, you just got to take it. You can't wait for the full displacement, because if you do, your risk is extended and it doesn't come out right. But I really hope you guys enjoy the video. It was a great Friday. It was a one and done trade. None of this, scalping and 30 trades and 35 entries and whatnot. So you guys are really going to enjoy this. Of course, guys, please remember to like and subscribe. You guys are going to get some great value from this trade, from my videos. Of course, all I ask you just to subscribe and comment. Helps a lot, guys. One thing for the record, last thing before we go to the live trade, I want you guys to take note of something. My entry was down here at the 350 level, and I exited up here at the 400. However, I stated this multiple times in the video that since this fair value gap here, the 375 level was, it's not really a level, but the gap where the buyers entered, since they held this is going to fly way more. And I want you guys to note this. Although it took some time and it was a little choppy, it ended up getting to 480. So I got out with 50 points of profit, about 16 points of risk, and just look, it went another 80 points, man. So that would have ended up being another $200. So this could have been another. It could have been a total of close to $350 per 5 accounts. So it would have been a load of money. So I hope you guys enjoy, and of course there's going to be more content like this coming. Take care, guys, and happy Friday, happy weekend as well. See you guys. Alright, guys, so my buddy Desi over here, really good friends. It's interesting that he's actually looking to short right about now. Well, I'm actually preparing to get in long, which doesn't happen too often. But I'm gonna continue with my game plan. I can't I'm not going to change my thesis around what my buddies think. Look at this. 21,350. I actually played this level short. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. Of course, now that we're above it, found some strong demand. Well, after rejection, we broke this, had a small retest here. Found more strength. Pre-market held it really strong. Guys, really, so we've already swept this, but guys, if we really get into 350, below 350, and I start seeing some absorption of sellers, I want to see tons of red selling on Bookmap. I want to see them try to take this lower and fail multiple times. Then I'll take this long on a higher low. I really like this. I mean, I've been waiting, been waiting a whole hour and a half now for us to get down to this type of level. So I really, really like it long. This market is just raging right now, so I actually really like it long. So this level here is just simply right out of the gate, 930 candle, huge drop, and we just haven't been able to get above it. You could say it would have been a great idea to short it. I just didn't really have a level there, or a reason to short it other than the fact that it was holding there. Looks like we just lost 350 there. Let's take a look and see what kind of action we get on the heat map. I'm actually going to show you guys the heat map right here, so that we can see what's going on. See what happens around 350. Also what could end up happening is we just slice through 350, and when we try to get back up into 350, we could start seeing full strength buying in heat map, which if the buyers are getting absorbed at 350, I'm not going to want to long it without a doubt. Okay, so we did just slice through 350. Wow. Let's see if any news came out, because that's a pretty big drop. Come on, Walter, let's see what we got. No, just that same Boeing news. Alright, let's see. So I really like this because it means we really, really swept 350 yesterday's demand, even this one here. Where would displacement be if I'm waiting to long this? Dang, it's actually kind of right here. No other option. See, right back into 350. Look how quickly they bought that up, guys. Look how quickly they bought this up. Wow, look at that. Wow. Wow, look at that. I almost want to get in just based off of that, but it's not a high probability setup just yet. It's high probability once we start seeing multiple attempts lower. We start seeing a divergence between ES and NQ. But wow, that was a pretty strong move down. Might have to try this already, man. Wow. I don't want to miss this. I could get in already with a tight stop. I can't long. I can't. Oh, I can. I could risk the bottom with one contract. You see, it's all about sizing, guys. If you okay, that 320 is still a big level. Let's see if we can get back into there. We're back into 350. Let's give it some time, give it a second. Now remember, my Desi here is looking. He doesn't think this short's gonna hold too strong, which I don't think either. 350 long. Oh, he's thinking it now too. See, a little too aggressive though. But oh, it's gonna go. Okay, I have to start it now. But at the moment, I'm gonna risk just this here. If we lose that, I'll find a better entry. But I've got to be a part of this here. Got to be a part of it. Well, let's get 2 in there. But guys, this is so I did just take a little entry. If I get stopped out, stop's pretty tight. If I get stopped out, getting out and finding a better entry. Getting out and finding a better entry. ES is helping out as well. My stop really should be this whole move down. Where would we move back up to? I think we could back up to 400 easily. However, I think I'm gonna tighten up my my risk. I'm gonna reduce this to 1 contract because then you know what? I'll give this $70 actually. I will. Because we literally see the buyers on the heat map step in. We literally see them step in. Yeah, the 320s. You're literally looking at them on the heat map. After that big sell move, they recover the whole thing back into 350. A little bit of a move down, and they step into. They just step in to hold it up. Gotta give that a try. Up 60. Nice. Nice! Okay. Get up there. Should we target 400? Yeah, really. If you just survive this move, you're headed to 400. We'll be out at 390. Let's take one at 390 here. Oh, wait. If we happen to get my full displacement, I'm holding this out. Let's see. We might just get it right here. My gosh. Okay. So displacement's underway. Nice. So now we just need our gap. This could be big. This could be big. Now, where is our gap? Our gap is... I think I might have to take some off there. That was a nice move up. But where is our gap? Got really great displacement. Okay. We need to hold. We need to hold. Bare minimum. I would say it's this, man. It's pretty much my entry. Yeah, it's pretty much my entry, guys. But I'd say we have to hold that. Let me see if I can spot a better gap in the heat map. Come on, baby. Gotta get this going. Nice! Look at that strength there. Alright, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. I'm gonna bring you guys along with me in the heat map. See if we can find anything there. Yeah, really, if you're looking at this here, up at the top, guys, where is your gap? Where would you want to see them retrace the move and support it. Um, yeah, where's the biggest buying? The biggest buying on the heat map is here at the 370s. The biggest buying we have is here at the 370s. What did I see over here? Same thing, 73 down to 63. Alright, I like this. I like this. It can keep continue right now. However, it gets down here and the buyers support it. It just turned higher probability. Let's see it. Come on. Now, let's go back and look at our displacement. Sorry, our gap real quick. Not our gap, our sweep, our liquidity sweep. So when we swept pre-market support, pre-market levels, real sweep could have been this over here, but this is actually really good enough. It really is. Swept this, already displaced. Now I just need to retrace it back into the gap, and we can continue higher. What is my target? You really should have your target set in stone before, which of course was already 400 for me, but I'm just making sure I want to wait for 400. It's actually a big move, 360 to 361, so I was just up 20 points. I personally think this has got more to go. However, if this comes back down, there's no way I'm taking a loss on this. After being up so much, I'm cutting out break even. There's no way you're taking a loss after being up. What in the world? Okay. So let's actually take one here at 96. Let's take a look at the heat map once more. Where can I take my profits? Alright, yeah, I've got to take one at 405, 400. Can't be that greedy. 400, 405. That's a great trade, man. Great trade. There we go. There we go. Alright, I've got to get rid of one here. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of one. Sell. Let's lock one of those in. Nice. Stop is moved up to break even. Nice. Where are we taking the last one? Really, guys, if we hold above 400, we're getting back up to 450. We just are. Let's see. Let's see. Hey, yo. Answer real quick. Answer real quick. Answer real quick. Answer real quick. 2 seconds. I'm in a trade. I want to show you I'm green.
I can. I'm at work.
Say hi to YouTube. Say hi to YouTube crew.
Oh, hello. Hello, YouTube crew. What you doing Saturday?
I gotta see, man. Saturday's gonna be tough because
Trying to go to the boat.
oh, I'd love that. Well, I could squeeze that in, dude. I just have a weird schedule right now. Hold on. Actually, let me lock this in right now.
I'm gonna go grab a water.
Yeah, let me lock. I just locked this in. I just locked this in, YouTube crew. You saw what a great trade that was.
So then now it's fine.
Well, I can still squeeze it in midday.
Okay, yeah, like between 3 and 4.
That's good. That's good. I would say midday. I would say more like 1, 12, 11.
Take the carpets. And we'll see that.
Alright, sounds good. Let's text the chat too. YouTube crew, you just seen that amazing trade. You just seen that amazing trade. Let's get back in here. What do we got? Entered in at, what was the first con? 360 to 400. 40 points. 40 points. YouTube crew seen it here first. 40 points, man. What about the second entry? More like 35. There you go. You just seen me do it all. This might continue, man, but we are at 400. after trading below one of these levels, you should expect it to give you some trouble getting above it. However, if you do get above it, my gosh, is this going to 450? But I caught my trade, guys. Can't be too greedy. Big move. Let's see what kind of risk numbers we have. Let's get over to this long position. Down here, you see my entry was 359. Let's call it 359 here. What were we risking? We're a little bit tight with it. And we were getting up to the 400s. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. One and done. Let's jump over to the heat map. You did not see much absorption. But what you did see is our crucial level we had. We slipped below it. Once we gained back above it, right here, we didn't see much absorption. However, what you did see was that we slipped below this 350 level over here. Let me mark this out. What you did see is we slipped below this 350 level. We immediately recovered it. You saw them try to sell it off, and it was followed by some serious buying. Boom! It exploded that up. If you see something like that, you gotta put some risk on the table. Now, you're not gonna, full port your account, but you are gonna get some risk on the table on a move like that. It just shows you how strong this market is. And, that being pre-market support and it being a level that I had previously shorted earlier in the week, which was a banger trade. It was another one and done day. I had shorted that level. Now that we're way above it, we're getting back down into it. You gotta find some demand. It was a little bit risky though because of how hard we moved down into it. I mean, just check this out. Once we lost 400, complete smackdown, 80 points down, 320, recovered the move. You see the wicks down here. You see the wicks right here, and continued. My risk could have been more like 15 to 20 points. This is probably going to go, guys. Let's just sit around and watch this go. Let's sit around and watch this go, but we had our go at it. We got our profits. You see here, we risked 16 points to make 42. So our R multiple is 2.6. We risked $100 to make 260. That's an example because you actually saw I had risked 70 and we came out with 150. So actually ended up being a 1 to 2, I think it was. 2 to 1. 2 to 1 odds. So not bad. And see, this is why you take your profits, because now you're dancing around a little bit. I'm still thinking it's going to go. I really do. What do we got over here? We've got Tesla pumping, Nvidia recovering. Wow, Uber. I'm such a beast for buying Uber at 27. Can't stop thinking about that, my gosh. I'm in before Bill Ackman. I'm in before all the craze. All of the craze. Let's go see how my YouTube video is doing. Oof, look at that. Rushing to a date in my 992? Let's add that to watch later. Oh man, that would be a dream. Gotta watch Tom Lee's video as well. Anyways, view your channel. View your channel. 58, okay. We're getting into the 60s, I like. Man. Big money. When did I post this? On April 7th, I told everyone, get in there, buy the NASDAQ. Buy some Uber. Buy Tesla. by Netflix at 980. I gave you some historical data. We went back and looked at 2018 Trump 1.0, COVID, 9% inflation war, and then the tariffs. This was posted on April 7th. Let's see where the NASDAQ was on April 7th. QQQ is the ETF for the NASDAQ. Look where my purple. Look where my purple circle is. Check it out. Alright, let me chill out. I'm just hype, man. I'm just hype. It's good to be hype. Good to be proud of yourself. So I posted this on April 17th. April 7th. Sorry. Let's get this a little higher. Posted this on April 7. April 7. 47 is right here. Let's see how much we're up from April 7th. April 7th, I know I did this. I made that video at 3 in the morning. April 7 is right here. Let's call it, you're up 20%. 20%. Oh my gosh, I think that was a re-entry we just missed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Come on. Dang, man. Well, we did say it's a one and done, but that's gonna go. Imagine taking that entry, 77, you're instantly up 20 points, 25 points. You're gonna let that run. Especially if your risk was, what, 10 points? That's big. It's really big. But I want you guys to realize how I'm not one of those ICT people just trading strictly ICT and, you know, all these fancy terms for it. You see, I'm just trading supply and demand levels, and I'm using ICT concepts for my entry. And the heat map over here, the price action / order flow via the heat map on Bookmap. So you can see it's nothing too crazy. It's just like, it's really the same way you'd look at any market that moves like this. But yeah, check that out, guys. From when I posted my video, I did that at freaking 4 in the morning, man. And actually, it was like a no sleeper night kind of thing, no sleep night. You're up 20%, so I really hope YouTube crew, you guys went ahead and bought something. And it's not, okay guys, remember, it's not like you're supposed to be taking your profits here at 20%. You really should be holding on to that. You should, yep. You really should be holding on to that, guys. Of course, I told you guys to buy down here. Uber, Netflix, Tesla, NASDAQ. Same thing on S&P 500. You could have bought that as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. It's on YouTube. Record is out there. April 7. Let's check our comments, actually. Let's check our comments on here while we're waiting on this. The glasses. These are gonna be the Louis V Millionaire glasses soon, man. I promise. I promise. Right now they're just Amazon shades, but they're really blue light glasses. But hey, they're pretty clean though. They're pretty clean. All right. So then here, great content, valuable info. Save me so much time. Thank you. What's Vanessa? I work with Vanessa. Thanks for taking the time to make this kind of video for a new investor. The money I invested in QQQ is now... Ooh. Wait a second. Should I just take this? Should I take this? We've already tested it once, twice, 3 times. Look at that. What's my risk if I'm in now? 10 points. Let's see what's going on over here though. Now let's be patient. Let's wait. Let's give it some time. Look at that. Mr. Dimitri Mitchell. Thanks for taking the time to make this kind of a video for new investors. Of course, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. I'm now up over 20%. That's what I'm talking about. And he bought the QQQ. He can sit on that for the rest of his life. He doesn't need to do anything. He actually should keep averaging into it. I'd say, well, really, anytime things get a little chaotic and the VIX starts moving up, get in there. Thanks for the great content. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. The first days are the best days. How many subscribers do I have? 26? Alright, you guys, when we get that to 10K, big fat giveaway. No, I mean it. I mean it. Boy! I might kick myself for not taking that. It's lower probability, though. But, dang. Oh, I didn't take it on my Tradevate accounts. Gotta be taking it on everything. You see, I got another 10 funded accounts here. But, you know, when you're in the zone, you forget to take it twice. Gotta grow these accounts, man. Gotta hurry up. I've been, like, focusing on Top Step too much. Gotta get these accounts up there. They're barely up, just, actually, I should remove this here. But they're barely up $140 per account. Gotta get those to 2,600 before I can withdraw. Gotta get some more trades in there, man. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. I'm so glad I started recording when I did. You guys saw it all. You saw completely everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I actually gotta show my bros my trade. I'll bring you guys along with me. It was 59 that our entry was. Over here. It was a 59. Our risk was the bottom of this. Our take profit was 400. That's what you do. That's what you do. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. You guys saw me wait for the level to hit. You waited for me to regain the level. You waited for me. You witnessed me regain confidence in the fact that we were going to hold the level. Bookmap supported the thesis. We saw the buyers defend the position. Once we came down to that big 350 demand, although we swept it, you already know they need to sweep these levels to generate the liquidity and volume for the big moves. Who knows what happened when they swept it? Who knows? A bunch of people could have jumped in. Sure, they thought this was going to go bad, or a bunch of people jumped in. Whatever the case is, all you need to know is that the 350 level was holding all week long, and now that we swept it very strong like that and regained it, you have every reason to take it long. Now, if on the heat map, you saw we were looking at the heat map, guys. If on the heat map here, at that 350 level, if we were only seeing this level here, guys, if we were only seeing green bubbles on the heat map, and the price failed to move higher, we were not going to take that long. In that case, we could have looked to short it for a bigger move down. That's not what you saw. You saw the buying and we immediately moved up. Any little dip down was quickly bought up off of the 350 level and the move continued. So you guys saw me wait for the level to hit. You waited for me to react to it. I entered, stayed calm the entire time. Afterwards is what counts a lot as well. You saw me evaluate my trade, my risk parameters, and I broke down everything for you. I had the supply and demand levels. Then, once we had my sweep and my displacement, of course, that's one thing I did want to point out. I did enter this time. I did enter before I got my displacement. But you guys can see why. Sometimes you got remember. That's exactly why I tell you guys I don't strictly trade ICT. Because if you were trading ICT, you would have needed for this to fully displace and hold it, which would have technically been this move here. We would have had to completely hold above this level, then come back into the fair value gap, and then join the move. That's exactly why I use some ICT for my entries and the liquidity sweeps and all that. It does help you read the market, and it is legitness. However, sometimes you need to get in before you get the full displacement. But and you need to do that for your risk. You need to get in when you're seeing the buyers defend their move. If you wait for this and it takes too long, and now we're getting closer to 11:30, 12, and then the market starts slowing down a little bit. But when you have enough, when the heat map is giving you enough reason to take this long, get in there. Go ahead and get in there. Go ahead and get in there. You saw my risk was just about 15 points. And it was a nice trade. So every trade's going to be a little bit different, but that's why I bring you guys along so you can start seeing them more often. I haven't traded too much, but of course you already know the trades we do get are bangers. And of course you guys saw the evaluating and recap I did afterwards. Just looking at my entry, sending it to my bros. And that's that, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out here. And look what else I'm going to do. You ready? I'm locking my account for the rest of the day. I'm done. I said it's a one and done, so it is. Maybe I'll take something on my Apex accounts. But really, what else is there to take? I'm pretty much done, guys. I'm pretty much done. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming along. And remember, guys, just like Dimitri over here said, I'm making this for new traders and investors, taking the time out of my day to go ahead and do something like this. So of course, follow along, guys, because this is not rocket science. And take care, guys. Happy Friday. Friday. Way to end a Friday, man. See you guys. Take care.